like that? We're live? Yeah. All right, bang, bang. Welcome to the mid-show. I almost said dog walk. I almost said red line radio. Welcome to the mid-show, everybody. Out of Barstool, Chicago, I'm Eddie. We have White Sox Dave. We have Chief and Dante sitting in today. We're live. It's been over 2 years since Sirius went off the air. I'm actually going to tweet that right now. Our last Sirius show, so it's weird to be back live. But I think
we're that
fucking,
long.
Yeah, 2 years since Sirius went off the air. A little over 2 years, actually. It was
Sucks.
like late January. So I think we're pumped all to be back live. Jeff Nadeau is here. Jeff Nadeau is in the green room. We kind of got like a Jerry Springer situation here where he's going to come in, and White Sox Dave and him are going to have they're
going to hash it out.
Yeah.
This is already, you guys are already annoying me.
Hold on a second. Why am I annoying you? Hold on a second. For me and the listeners out there who have no clue what the fuck you're exactly hashing out, can you explain what happened? Like,
honestly, I'm not even a good person to ask this question to. I don't think,
well,
because I don't know.
Time out. Let's do two things before we really get into it. One thing I would like to say before we really get deep is the mid-show is presented by Miller Lite, so thank you to Miller Lite, our sponsor. Winter means more moments with the coolest people in your life. Make these moments even better with Miller Lite, the great-tasting light beer for people who love beer. New Year is the perfect time for friends, family, and the great-tasting light beer. It's Miller time. Chief, the dependable flavor. We all love
the
Miller
absolute
Lite
best. It's Valentine's Day. Just go down, get a 12-pack, stick a ribbon on it. That's what you give to your guy. That's what you give to your girl. It's the absolute best, and we're going to be drinking them at the Barstool Bar tonight.
In fact, Danny, can you be a doll and grab me a Miller Lite? I got to kind of ease my nerves a little bit since we're live, and I'm nervous about that because
I'm a little nervous about it, too.
I have the exact same feeling now.
Hold on. You're going to get started at 2 o'clock.
Hold on, let's
have a beer.
Miller Lite's a beer that's brewed for taste. It hits different than other light beers. It's made from simple ingredients. Miller Lite is for the people who love the taste of beer. It's that malted barley that gives it that rich, balanced toffee note flavors and the golden color you know and love. And it's that clean finish that means it's always refreshing and easy to drink. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/redline to find the delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. All right, so honestly, we could just bring in a dude now. Let's get Jeff in here now, because for you to say that like there's no, there he is. We got the backhand.
Wait, I kind of want the backstory though, because Dave's not going to give the truth before
I don't know what the backstory is. All of a sudden,
can one of you get it?
All I know is that when I was with you on the Super Bowl, you were in your phone. And you were like angry with Jeff Nadeau during the Super Bowl.
I'll wait until Jeff gets in here, but there's a handful of trigger words, and
we did this. We did the draft. Pussy is a trigger word for you.
Pussy and loser. I don't like being like, and that's beat
like,
in from
my. Cunt is not one.
No, someone called me a cunt. Like
I learned,
I batted away. I wouldn't even really care that much.
But they call you a loser.
Losers. That's a bad word.
Getting the shakes. Yeah.
I know. I'm fucking. And he's done it a few times, and it built up.
Loser is the most grammar school word there is.
I kind of agree with Dave though. It's like when Dave and I were kind of on this when we did that insult draft, and I can't believe I'm saying this again because I've been berated with this one. But if someone were to just be like fat ass, I'd be like fuck.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're like offended by someone calling you a loser, then like that might cut deep. Then you really think you're a loser.
Yeah.
Do you have
no?
It's
such a hollow insult.
Do you have inner demons where you think you're a loser?
My dad, and this is like very, 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 very long time ago. He's like, don't you ever fucking. That's like a.
Your dad called you a loser?
No, he said, don't ever. That's like a word you don't call someone. Don't bully someone with the word loser. And it's kind of been beaten to my head like that.
All right.
But that's like a nerd or a geek.
There's also.
No, it's.
I'm with Ed.
That's like you would never call someone who's actually going to. Like,
I know
like
it's
mean,
irrational.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's like actually
I see what you're saying.
Like, like a nerd or a geek, you call someone a loser, that's like over the line. Like, that's like mean. That's like genuine meanness.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone like what's your... I don't know your boggle with being called a loser.
I know it's irrational. It's one of those just words
right. If you know it's irrational, then fine.
Triggers me. But it goes back to like I was taught to not call people that for whatever reason. I don't even know why. Maybe my dad's got some inner demons, which I'm sure there are plenty of.
And they probably just transferred down to you.
Probably.
Yeah. That's how that goes.
He kept calling it to me, and it did piss me off. But like everything about what we're doing today and tonight at the bar, none of that care. Like he's like, oh, I can pick. I don't care if you can. I don't care anything about Jeff Nadeau, and There is nothing aside from
But,
loser.
however, you said that changed after he called you a loser Sunday.
You were like,
Here's where I
You
want
were-
him to
you were-
speak
you
for
were-
himself.
you were saying the R word.
Bring him in. Get him in here. Here's where we need him to speak for himself, because that's where it changes. You can grab that
Hey, buddy.
third base seat over there, Jeff.
How are you? All right?
Go sit down, Travis.
like
You
that.
don't touch someone. Like, I don't know if he's trying.
It's wet.
Thank
Wash
you.
my hands.
Actually, you know what? I think this is what it is.
So let me lay the foundation first, okay?
Here, put a
So
headset on.
here's where I think it stems from.
Hold on a sec. Can we get him some headphones?
Here's where I think it stems from.
Probably not.
Okay, it's fine. He didn't wear them the other podcast we just did.
Yeah, I don't like headphones.
Here's where I
Fuck
think
my
it
hair
stems
up.
from. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. It stems from the rundown we did probably in the summer, maybe, where you obviously have the thing with girls, where you're like, hey, I'm going out, I'm going,
Having fun, yeah.
I'm going
You're in
girl
your bag.
hunting. And you were like, is this a gimmick? Is this like,
Yeah.
is this
Well,
parody?
But it goes deeper than that with him because he's the only motherfucker in this building that
Talk
is
like a fucking adult.
okay.
And that's coming from me.
Okay. But I'm not talking to an adult. I'm talking to a fucking child.
You got me.
Listen.
Whoa,
All right,
guys.
this guy is the only dude in here. Everybody here is super nice. This guy right here has been a prick the whole time. Just comes out of nowhere and says it's a gimmick. How the fuck do you know?
I asked if it was or wasn't.
It's-
That's what it,
which-
I was like, is this a shtick or not? I can't tell. If it is,
Dave, I don't do shtick ever.
I still can't tell.
I don't do shtick.
Here's the thing. So
I
we
still can't tell.
So we set up this contest tonight, which we'll get to a little later. But when he called me initially when this was set up, he said, just to let you know, this is no shtick at all. He says when he says he's getting it in on Twitter,
I
he's
don't
getting it in.
fuck around.
But here's my thing. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Well, usually that means you do give a shit.
I don't care. But you keep tweeting me. I just don't even respond.
I tweeted you a couple of times, but why are you the only person in this company that's a fucking prick? I only met you today.
Hold on.
I know.
Hold on.
That
but
can't
what-
possibly be true.
He is not the only person.
But no, to me,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
to
to
you.
me,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Personally.
My whole thing was all I was doing was asking, that's a fair question. If you looked at yourself and how you act on the internet from 30,000 feet, bird's eye view, you'd have the exact same questions that I did. And they were fair questions. And then you start coming like, oh, I can pick up. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't care if you can.
But the
You
way
can-
you said it, it was always like, oh, we know it's a fucking gimmick. He doesn't really get it, It was just, I took it a certain way.
Well, you took it incorrect.
And you also don't, you're the only person here that, Chief, we do shows together. Eddie, do
Yeah.
shows together. Dante, I've talked to him. We talked to everyone here. You're the only one from the first time I worked here.
Have you invited him?
Yeah, you've never invited me.
No, because he acts like a prick.
You don't know that I would be a prick if we were.
No,
could
to be
have
honest,
some
we
sort
probably
of
have a
camaraderie.
lot of the same interests. But that said, I mean, you've made it a point to be a prick.
I have not. I have never initiated anything. I asked a question that was a fair question, like I just said, and you keep coming like.
Why do you
quote-tweeting
think it's a
me,
fair
"Oh,
question?
he's-"
Because he's saying it's not a fair question. He's saying
You don't,
bait.
do you think it? Let's do a roundtable. Do you think that's
Well,
a fair question?
no. Just explain why you think it's because you said from 30,000 feet, which means judging Jeff by his appearance. That's That's what that means.
I'm
You're like, look at
judging
his
him by
fucking
what I see
necklace and haircut
on
and his
the internet.
accent. Yeah.
On the internet, yeah.
So then, if he's saying like this is the real me, and you're like, I think this is a fucking gimmick
I
character.
don't know if it is. I'm not saying it is.
But
I
if-
don't know. I
but
was
you
asking
understand
a
my
question.
point.
Now I
how
absolutely
that would
don't.
be insulting.
Sure.
So maybe you think
and
the
the
first
way
punch.
you said it, you're like, he's like, that's a fucking gimmick, You didn't say it like,
It's-
hey, Eddie,
I mean-
is this how he really is? Like,
I think that's a little bit just how Dave is.
yeah.
You can continue with that. You can
No,
elaborate.
I mean, I don't think you were trying to be an
No.
asshole I think that's just how you come off. And I think Jeff, I don't know. I think you guys, I think there's a lot of sexual tension here. I think you guys
there's
are,
none.
I think you guys are long lost best friends, and you just gotta duke it out, get it over with, get out of your systems, and you guys will be fucking inseparable.
But like that,
going
and that's the
forward.
thing. Like
That's what I think.
We're talking broad offs and all that. Like
Dave, it's for
The word
content.
brought off.
I
is
understand that.
It's
but
not like literal.
But my point is that the sheer thought of sitting in a bar with you, watching you try to be in your bag and pick up chicks, is nauseating to me, and I want nothing to do with that kind of
Why?
content.
But Dave,
because that's cringeworthy. Is it not cringeworthy?
But you're
And
the
I'm
only,
the- I'm
you're
the-
the only person that thinks this. Everyone else thinks it'd be funny.
I promise you, Jeff, I am not the only person at this company
No,
that thinks
actually,
that. Oh, no,
most people think it's
everybody
funny.
would laugh at that for sure. But I absolutely want nothing to do with it. If these guys bombs away, I would laugh my ass off at that. I personally just wanted nothing to do with that because to me, that's just like, I want to be in contact.
But is that more on a personal level that you don't want people to see that?
No. There is an element of that for sure. Like I do like to have a separation of church and state to an extent,
that's fair.
which is fair.
Yeah.
Everybody
I've
should have.
I've noticed in my own life, I kind of have gotten to that point where it's become a little too much.
Yeah.
What's
have?
going on?
No, some of it is just
every time I pull up your feed, it's like.
But the problem is,
you got
but
some
now you have
in there.
But now you have
your
some of
bag.
these fucking scumbags that like look into some of this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So
and
I do like to
know.
have a
fair.
separation, which is, I think, even you say it's fair. Everybody else at this company agrees with that. But like, I was telling them prior to the show starting, and I'm talking like a week or two ago, like, I want to be in content that I want to be in.
Okay.
I don't want to be in content that I don't want to be in.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm
So-
different. I'm willing to kind of,
Yeah,
do
we
whatever.
doctored it up, and we're gonna have fun tonight.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, that's what. So we're not going to do the girl off, the broad off, or whatever, because like Dave just doesn't. He doesn't want to do that, which I understand. He wants to separate church and state.
I
respectable.
understand Dave's thing. I still don't know what a broad off would look like. So
Well,
when you
it's
set
really-
up a broad off, what does that mean?
The idea would be like, and someone I saw on the internet said this, and I think it's a good idea. Like some sort of like speed dating type of thing would be funny. Like where they sit down in front of him, they sit down in front of me, and at the end,
that would be.
Who would win one?
I think that would be funny.
like
It
that,
would be
and,
funny.
and it's not against me and you. It's your behavior with the women, how you act with them. It's not about how you act around me. Or
how's that a broad
it's
off
separate.
then?
You're competing
because
for the
at the
same-
end
yeah.
they're gonna say, "Oh, I don't know either of these people, and I like that first guy better."
And I'll tell you exactly how that'll go. We'll do, I don't know, just throwing a random number out there. We get 25 girls out there, and we do the speed dating thing. I promise you, if we didn't plant like women in there,
No,
for
we're not
content-
planting anyone. It's
for
totally
content
Hold on.
purposes. We would be sitting there for 2 months straight, just like, all right, bring in the next one, bring in the next one, bring in the next one, and neither of us would be walking out with the girl.
It's
That's
speed-
just how
but
it
it's-
goes.
Totally disagree.
yeah, it's
Totally disagree.
maybe for you would. I would.
And I'm happy for you, Jeff.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
And I'm happy for you.
Just getting in his bag.
I mean, Dave, do you realize how like you did? You don't think out of 25 women, you could get one to like be somewhat interested in
In
you.
a speed dating setting where it's like, look at these two fucking short, fat midgets.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
not as
yeah,
fat.
yeah.
I'm not as fat. But again,
not- Dave ran a
but
marathon.
here's what you don't understand. This is what you
You're
don't seem to
definitely
understand.
more out of shape than I am. I'm not saying you're fat. You're more
I
out of
bet
shape
if we
than
went
I am.
outside right now,
No, you
I bet I could run a lot farther than you could.
No.
No. You
No.
Oh,
Alright.
we got to run off now?
Okay.
Fuck the bag
Well-
off
Well,
tonight.
let's run to River North.
Wait. Time out. How many? 25. What's the score? How many? 25 against Dave. What do you think the score is?
I think 20 would find me interesting and wanting to speak further.
It's 20-5, Dave. Do you agree with that
You're
score?
saying 80% conversion?
Yes.
There's like a.
Listen, guys.
Hold on.
Now you have questions.
time
Get
out.
the fuck out
Hold on.
of here.
No, wait a minute. Wait a
Hold up.
minute.
He's saying head to head. He's
Here's
not saying
what-
straight up.
here's
No, he said 20 out of 25.
Here's what some of you
but
folks.
head to head.
I
versus
like
Dave.
this. I like the confidence,
Here's
which I
what's-
think is
Dante.
the biggest thing with chicks.
Yes.
He obviously has plenty of it. Secondly, there's a huge caveat that we need to talk about here. Are we talking about tonight at the Barstool Bar with the girls that are coming there? Or are we talking about like,
In the world.
are we talking about like Live Miami?
Oh.
Like
No,
we got,
no.
there's-
This would be sanctioned. This would be
Yeah.
a sanctioned event.
Okay, so tonight.
No.
we're
this
not
is
doing it
happening.
I'm gonna
Dave
say
won't-
this.
Dave wouldn't do this, which I respect. He doesn't want to do something with girls because he likes to separate church and state, like he said.
I don't care if it is 11 in Miami. I don't care if it's Yorgos in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm going
Why are you
there.
looking at me?
I'm going there with the same, and that's all it's about. He's dead right.
But-
it's not about how you look, what you weigh.
I
It's
think
not
Dave
about
is underselling himself also.
He
And
probably
I think
is.
he's playing rope-a-dope here because
I'm not playing rope-a-dope.
that. Out
Dave-
of 25, you get.
Dave, every time I've gone out with you in like the past 6 months, you've had. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus here, or get you in trouble. You've had.
We're live.
You've had. You've had a semi-attractive to very attractive girl with you. Some are friends. Some are girls that you're like talking to. But you do very well for yourself.
I would say I do very normal for myself.
We go.
I'm a normal male that
We went out. We went out to that place. We went out to Mother Hubbard's one night and got annihilated. And you had a gay guy and a really hot girl fighting over you.
Yeah. I did.
An older gay guy.
No, you got that wrong. He wasn't hitting on me.
He was
kind
all
of
over
offended.
you. He was all over you. And the girl was too. And I was just sitting there drinking by myself watching
Dave,
like, this is unbelievable.
That was
the
years ago.
competitive spirit in you has to think like 20-5. Like you could put up a better score than that, though.
But here's the thing.
Head to
like,
head.
Here, I don't.
Okay.
If that, like
We're talking too much right now, and we're live, and I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't spit game. If I start a conversation with a woman, sometimes that conversation leads to other things. I don't like lay it on thicker.
I don't either, though.
Well, here's what I would say. Like,
To be honest.
Well, to be honest, so everything you're doing on the internet,
No, but
in your bag,
but that's all confidence. That's how I behave out. I have a good time. I have a
yeah, I'm sure you do.
But when I walk up to someone,
I never ever said you don't. What I said is what I was getting at originally was that if you have to like show off to a mass following, you got a large following, you got Barstool Sports behind you, about the amount of women you get, typically, and you could be the exceptions to the rule, I don't know.
Dave.
Typically, that's a sign of insecurity that you don't get women.
Let me tell you.
That's how I take it.
Let me tell you.
That's typically a fact.
Hold on.
There's
This
like
is-
a- there's
hold on. Let me play devil's advocate here. This is chicken versus the egg thing. If he doesn't get a lot of women, where are the women coming from that he's bragging about getting?
I don't know. I don't care.
They're in
I
the
don't-
picture.
Yeah,
But if he doesn't get a lot of women, how is he getting
I'm
them?
not saying he doesn't.
Let Jeff speak.
I'm not saying he doesn't.
Dave,
I
I've never
did.
most of the all due respect to Barstool, but most of the women that I'm around, they don't even know what it is. They don't know anything about it. I would never. In fact, I go places so I don't have to
Deal with that. Yeah, I do that too.
in the city I live in because it's pretty small. I don't mention that. I've often talked about how I approach a woman. I don't act bombastic like an asshole, like stupid.
Give
I
us a
go up.
little something.
I mean, listen.
I
Have you
just-
seen the way the guy dances to Gasolina?
No, I haven't.
We just
actually.
have a good time. You just
Yeah.
have a good time.
Stop
Girls
that
like
gasoline.
someone that's fun.
We're on the
confident.
exact same page there.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I've never seen Jeff in the wild, but I feel like Dave is a very strong texter. I feel like
Oh,
that's,
I'm the best at texting.
I
I
think
have to be
that-
good at
yeah.
texting.
I don't even bring my phone out, to be honest.
No. I mean, like when you're like starting up talking to a girl.
There was a
I
video,
feel like
Chief.
Dave's gonna be if
There
it were like all done virtually through an app, I think
He'd
Dave
kill
would,
it,
I
yeah.
think Dave would smoke.
There was a video that surfaced on Christmas Eve
The
of a
OnlyFans,
kid
right?
that took a video.
Danny was telling me about
He
this.
took a video of me from across. I didn't know he was filming it. I was just doing my thing. That is a very good picture of me. Just sit
I'll
down.
have to look.
What up? We talk, chat. What do you do? We go from there.
Just like
and I also
that.
don't buy girls drinks either.
Oh, really?
First time I'm seeing. No, let me tell you why. So the first time you meet a girl, you don't want her to only speak to you because you're buying her a drink. I let her order a drink. I order a drink, and if she continues to speak to me, it's clear to me that she's not here just for the drink. Because I got when I was a kid,
Oh, well,
they get a drink and leave.
Yeah, well, I
don't
think
do
that's like kind of fucking lame. Be like, can I buy you a drink? Like that's lame. But if you're on a date,
Oh, if I'm on a date, it's
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
But if
okay.
I'm just out and I'm trying to meet a girl or whatever, we'll talk a little bit, and then maybe an hour from then I'll buy her a drink.
all right, that's
After
I think
know
that's
that
fair.
She's not just
No.
only for the beer or whatever.
Now, at some point, though, I don't care about Jeff Nadeau. I don't pay him out. No mind. Did turn into serious, like you said, when you did call him a loser Saturday or Sunday. night.
Yeah, and that's like I said, it's just one of those words for whatever reason.
I don't remember calling him a loser. When did I
You
do that?
have
When was
said
that? I think I've
loser.
called him a loser. I didn't do it Sunday.
Yeah,
but-
you did.
Did I?
You
Yeah,
did.
because you made it seem like I mean,
Jeff.
I have called you a loser twice, I think. But yeah, I don't think I mean it literally. I don't really know you that well. You seem all right, I guess. I mean, I don't. It's more of just a playful Barstool thing.
We were debating this
I
before you
couldn't-
walked in.
But there are certain words
that word is like throwaway word to you, right?
Yeah.
Eddie and I agreed.
Yeah.
It hits Dave a lot harder than some people. He said that's trigger word for him. So
And that makes sense.
Would you offer an apology right now?
Yeah, for calling him a loser. If there are certain words that, like, if you called me, I wouldn't.
And I'm sorry
I'd
for
be
calling you
very-
Lloyd Christmas.
There we go, guys.
Well, I do have a
There we go.
haircut, but
Making
There
real
we go.
progress
We're making a
here.
little progress.
Yeah.
All right, so we could keep it there. Like we said, the competition's not going to be speed dating. You guys will be both tonight at Barstool River North. You guys will both be given $500. You're going to go shopping tonight. You're going to be buying an item, and we're going to raffle it off. And whichever one has more raffle tickets will be the winner. So,
And I've been told by an idea I had I cannot do.
no, you were trying to buy a spa day. That's cheating.
Yeah, that's
That's like
definitely
because someone would bid on that right away.
Right.
Yeah.
It's clear. I know what women
Yeah,
want.
yeah. I mean, yeah, of
But
course.
like, yeah.
But this is
No
this is
shit.
kind of like who's got better
Yeah.
taste.
Well,
Who's
Wait
got
a minute.
better
Wait.
taste.
You think a spa day trumps like
Anything.
a nice pocketbook or like
But like,
pair of
you
shoes?
can't
Maybe,
get that
like-
That's
for
another
500
trigger word of
bucks.
mine.
For $500.
Pocketbook.
Yeah.
For $500, yeah. Like, listen,
yeah.
if these guys are going to Michigan Avenue and they're going to whatever designer store,
500 is not getting.
You're
you
not-
very
yeah.
far.
yeah. So like, they're really gonna have to get creative here to keep it under $500.
I don't know, man.
Which Rhea and Fran were like, you might be able to get like a coin purse for $500.
Listen, Rhea and Fran, I love them. That fucking draft you guys did with them, that little clip I saw about Ryan Gosling and how they didn't come around on him until Crazy Stupid Love. Get the fuck out of here,
When did
ladies.
you come around on him?
That's
Day
not a-
one, man. Mickey Mouse Club. That guy
Remember the Titans? You
Yeah.
thought he was out. He couldn't.
is-
couldn't stay on the field.
he
He was like the dork. Like,
he is one of the best looking, smoothest motherfuckers that's ever walked this
But
planet.
like, I don't think people
Since day one.
I don't think people thought that. Remember the Titans? I don't think people thought that from The Notebook either. He was
are
like
you
he
kidding
was
me?
cast as the less hot guy.
Bro.
The other guy is hotter than him.
Bro, the Notebook, I was like,
He was cast
I would turn
as
for
the
him.
less hot guy. The guy that Rachel will you turn your fucking
I know, I'm
phone
sorry.
off? With the,
He was the more like rugged guy.
he was like he was like the blue collar guy. And the other guy had like all the money, the horses, the haircut,
What was
the
his
war
name?
hero.
What was
Do
his
you
name?
know what women want? Clearly not.
That guy was a fucking war hero, dude.
You think about Gosling?
Oh yeah,
too?
girls don't like money. They don't like successful guys. What are you talking
They
about?
definitely do.
No, I said the same thing. That's Crazy Stupid Love was Gosling's like
Coming out party.
for sure to me
Yeah.
at least.
That was his like pinnacle. But
Yes.
he was killing it far beyond before that.
Oh, he was He got burned at a corner for Remember the Titans, like he said.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pull up this
It was
guy's
Alan
IMDb.
Bosley. His dad complained that he wasn't getting playing time.
What was his name? Alan?
Yeah,
Guys, he was
exactly.
on Mickey Mouse Club with all the other childhood
Yeah,
drinking
but,
and
like, he
sorry.
was,
and he
like
was
11.
second banana to Timberlake.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
Didn't Petey beat him out
Okay,
for a
I'm
corner?
sorry.
Yeah.
Second banana to Timberlake. That's still
It's still pretty. Fucking
still
good.
top 1% of 1%.
But he
Sure.
was not like the People Magazine Sexiest Man Alive until that came out.
All right, I'm pulling this up. We're getting off the subject, but back to what $500 can get you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys have been like retail shopping lately. It's
Nope.
like a graveyard. Michigan Ave. First off, half the stores are closed. Thanks, Lori. Second off, the stores that are open, it is like sales everywhere. Fucking 2 for
Maybe
1.
you guys get
50%
something
off.
good.
Maybe
I
a
think
deal.
you guys can get something really, really.
Well, I had
really
an
nice
idea,
down
and I think I know what I'm going to grab. So
All right, good.
think
So
we're
yeah, come tonight. We'll be there around like 7 or so, and then yeah. So if you're a lady, you could get something auctioned off here from Jeff or White Sox Dave.
And
Also, I think
Dante's
it's a great
Dante's
idea.
playing.
Dante's playing too.
Yeah,
so it'll be fun.
If you have any other jams like Gasolina, I need to play. Write them down and slide them over to me.
Yeah, you're gonna get in
please.
your bag a little bit or what?
yeah, oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure,
for
Dave,
sure.
you too.
absolutely.
The last time
I
actually
want
the
to play
first time
only requests tonight.
the first
Really?
time I ever
I don't think
requested a
DJ
song,
has ever said that.
No, especially him. He gets mad when people give him
Yeah.
requests.
he looked at. I
I like
requested.
good requests.
This was like 2012, 2013. It was infancy of Barstool Chicago. He's DJing. I don't even remember where we were, and I requested Biz Marquee. Rest in peace. He just died, right? Didn't he just die like a month ago?
a few years ago.
Was it a few years ago?
Yeah.
That was a few months ago.
No, it was like right at the beginning of COVID.
Biz Marquee.
Biz Marquee,
Just a friend.
just a friend, and you looked at me like you wanted to like execute me on the spot.
I mean, I think we were at like Underground or something.
No.
It was in the middle.
It was like it was a small not dive. I couldn't even begin to tell you where it was.
I mean, I close out a lot of nights with that song. I don't not play that song. I love that song.
You looked at me like you wanted to punch me in the face for even the thought.
might
of
have been
requesting it.
might have been another reason.
I had never even really met you at that point. But I
been
remember
another
the
reason.
exact song. I'm like, oh, this is a hit. Everybody will love this song. And he's like,
Great
was.
song. Fucking great
Probably
song.
was. You feel good that you're gonna beat him in this contest, though.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be sneaky good at it though.
I promise you,
he
I'm
claims
not.
he.
I promise you, I'm not.
Just
it's-
rope it open you.
I've claimed
It also
that
could be
I,
though.
fall for it.
It also could be just locating the spot that has.
The good stuff.
Yeah,
For that
'Cause,
price.
I mean, Louis Vuitton, you're not getting.
Yeah, you're not
That's
getting
the
shit
point.
there,
Yeah.
No
Do
cheating.
we got a
though,
card
dude.
for this? People have been throwing me requests, and I'm not doing any of them just so I don't.
Good. No cheating, yeah. And obviously, you can't. If
Not
your friends
requests,
coming,
like,
you can't tell them to
advice.
stuff the ballot box.
Right.
We got to keep this straight up.
Well, they do that in this town a lot.
Stuff the ballot box. Yeah, we got a lot
yeah.
of corrupt.
Remember the
politicians.
election in 19? What was it?
60.
67 or something.
They invented
60.
it.
60. Yeah, 60.
They
I mean,
invented
pick
it.
your election, dude.
Yeah.
We got a ton. Can we get into? We talked a little bit earlier. So do you live just amongst a bunch of Amish people or what?
No, I live in the county of Lancaster, which is a very
Beautiful.
yeah.
Fucking beautiful.
And it actually was rated recently
Really?
one of the best places to live in the country.
Wow.
Yeah. But I live in the city part. We have a city, and it's there's no Amish there. You might see one once in a while, but they live about 30 miles out.
Dude,
But-
it sucks driving through that.
Yeah,
Like
traffic.
part. No, I mean, no, like that part of Pennsylvania.
On a Sunday, too.
There's
it's bad.
nothing for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
But per capita, it's the highest Amish population
Yeah,
in the nation.
I believe
right?
it's one of the highest. There's a few in Ohio and I think Indiana, but yeah, where I live, it's the highest.
I
you
feel like I
guys-
associate. When you say Lancaster, PA, the first thing I think about is Amish.
Yeah.
That's always what I mean. Even when I would go to Philly, people are like, "Oh, you're Amish now?" No, I mean,
Were you guys affected by that train derailment at all? It's not far from there.
Yeah, it is. It's a
Ohio,
whole
it's
state.
pretty far.
It's right.
It's right on the border.
It's right by the border.
It's about
Yeah,
6 hours.
Lancaster's
Pretty
in the eastern
We're like
third.
I'm like towards Philly, almost in Philly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought
really?
I thought you were closer to Pittsburgh.
No, I'm like
You're
45
middle
minutes
of
an
the
hour
sta-
from
middle of the state.
Not even. I'm more like eastern
All
side.
right, never mind.
But yeah, no, I don't like I said, you might see an Amish person once in a while.
Oh,
and the only reason they're in Lancaster is because a lot of Amish folks, some of them own property in the city, so they'll come in and like fix the
that
roof
allowed?
or-
That's it's fucked up. So at my old job, the Amish would come in like once a month, and they would put a fucking spread of like beef jerky. It was all incredible.
But they
We
make
had
good shit though.
the crack
Oh, yeah.
donuts. We called
Yeah.
them the crack
They
donuts.
make the best of everything.
Yeah.
They do three. The big industry that they have: construction, also like building furniture and shit, and bakeries and like food.
The Amish know how to work around a,
Yeah.
a
Puppy mills.
pile of dough.
that too a little bit.
Building, there is nobody better. My business partner uses them for like some projects he does. They get shit done in like a quarter of the amount of time with a quarter of the amount of people. They just come in.
You ever see a
they
barn
just bang
raised?
shit out.
Yeah.
They
And their work
they
is-
work or a third more and do it in like a third less of the time.
Their
like
work
what,
is their work is untouchable, and they do stuff way better prices than
When
you
they-
find anywhere else. It's
when a-
unbelievable.
So when someone in that community, let's say their barn catches on fire or something, they'll all get together on one morning at like 6 a.m. They'll all go to the barn, and by 1 o'clock, the whole barn's up.
It's insane.
They do it all together. Have you ever seen Witness? It's a Harrison Ford.
Kingpin.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that,
that's
was a, that was a
Kingpin.
good.
They do it in
Harrison
that.
Ford movie.
That's super like realistic. It takes 4 or 5 hours and they just build something up.
Dave's favorite movie, Kingpin.
Yeah,
one-
well, that's a good one.
yeah, it's a good call.
one of my
Great
favorite,
movie.
yeah.
Exactly.
Good call.
Yeah.
You and people say your haircut's Amish. Is that what a lot of people say?
Yeah, I heard it. I mean, I also, as I told you, I live in an area that's very Latin flavored as well.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a haircut that's pretty popular where I live. So
Yeah.
you know,
Caesar.
yeah. That's
What-
that's
I
the old
got
school.
one of those one time unasked.
Oh, really? And they just gave it to you?
The guy mistook me for another
Oh,
customer.
person. Oh, really?
Oh, that's a tough break.
Yeah, I had a barber up by Loyola, L.A. Williams. It was a urban barber shop. I used to get a zero fade,
Like a fade. Yeah.
chin strap,
Oh,
really
boy.
bad.
Really?
I
Yeah,
need
really
to see
bad.
pictures
I
of
could
this.
see
Yeah, I'd like to
year.
see that.
So
Early DJ days, bringing the
Freshman
fucking
year.
CD case.
So I would go to this guy L.A. once a week. He was gone one day, but he told me, my guy's got you. I told him what to give you, blah, blah, blah. So I went in there. My name's Dante. To be honest.
Yep.
A lot of African Americans with my name too,
Mhm,
spelled
yeah,
differently.
Yeah.
I went in there, told the guy my name's Dante. He's like, "Oh, I got you. Sit down." I walk out with that.
That'll ruin your month.
I'd wear a hat.
That
for 2
ruins your
months.
whole month.
I actually asked for it,
They're
but,
shitting on your head.
my barber knows what he's giving me. You know, I've been going to him for 16
Does
years.
he ever try to talk you out of it?
No, he actually
Okay,
talked.
well.
I used to have. I mean, my other hair wasn't. People didn't like it either. Spiked. I had that since I was a kid.
Okay.
He told me
How
cut
long
it
have you
off.
been doing the Caesar look?
Like about a year.
Okay, so it's relatively new then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you went on dates with a couple Amish girls. You
I
said
didn't go
too.
on with a couple. I went on with one.
What's
and
that
she's
like?
not
Are they
Amish
on
anymore.
R-
Let me make this
Rumspringa?
clear. She was not Amish for like
corrupted her?
15 years.
Okay.
She was Amish when she was a kid.
They have
And
because they get to choose, right?
Yeah, during Rumspringa. Rumspringa is like when it's been like late teens where they decide they're able to go out in the real world and decide if they want to stay Amish or become, just English is what they would call it.
That's pretty cool that they have
wonder
a
wh-
choice like that.
I wonder
When
what their
they-
retention rate is.
It's quite
That's a
low.
Great question.
Well,
Most,
that's
I
what
think
I'm
like
saying.
90% of them go back to being Amish.
Really?
Because, there's some crazy shit that goes on at those hoedowns they call them. That's what they call it.
What is it?
They do coke. They have sex.
For Rumspringa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a story.
No, he's saying during Rumspringa. When
Yeah,
it's
during
like
Rumspringa.
they do whatever the fuck
In
they want.
1997, I believe it was. I was pretty young. I remember this story vividly. There were two kids. They were called, I think the last name was King, I believe. They were selling coke through a motorcycle club. No bullshit. They were Amish. And they were supplying all the parties. And it was a big story where I live. But yeah, they do drugs. They do all sorts of shit.
How do they even get into that kind of network?
They just they'll go to like a party and they'll have, there'll be kids that live amongst those communities. They're not Amish. Because they blend in. They live with everyone else. They have little communities.
Oh, I
but
didn't know that.
Yeah, they do that in Central Illinois too.
And they have
I didn't
these
know that.
connects that create these parties. And in fact, in that show Amish Mafia that he's mentioning, there was a guy in the show that was one of his things. He was putting parties on, and they would invite the English kids, as they call them, and the Amish, and they all just kind of commingle. And those kids are bringing in alcohol and drugs, and they all have phones too now. A lot of the young Amish kids have.
Oh, imagine finding a hot,
So what's the point?
corrupted Amish chick.
Have you seen the show
Talk
Banshee?
about jackpot.
Yes.
There's
No
a
social media, no fucking Kardashians. No, I mean that is
No
that's-
expectations.
Yeah.
But see, the thing now is other than the super old Amish, the elders they have, even mid-age Amish people, they all have phones. They
So
all know
that
who the-
culture's dying.
Yeah, they all know who the president is. Back in the day, they didn't mess around with politics or nothing.
I mean, you got to adapt, right? Isn't every
Yeah.
fucking
Adapt or die.
basically?
I feel like
adapting
you could adapt to that life pretty easy.
to the Amish.
Yeah.
How?
Because he
born
all
and raised in the city.
but he's a guy who doesn't want to have anything to do with his phone. He wants to just sit around with the same boys and just talk about the same,
Dude, it's people get worried about being old and bored. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
shit. Seeing the
yeah.
Italian guys who sit at those Italian clubs. On
Eddie's
those
been
chairs.
talking.
He wants to have his
Eddie's
own
been
Satrials.
Eddie's
Can't
been
wait.
talking to me for 10 years about starting a social club.
I swear to God,
it's a great
10
idea.
I know.
That's it.
You should do
10
it.
years.
There's
There's a lot of
social
empty
clubs are cool.
storefronts.
I tried with all my buddies. We found the perfect spot.
You know who just
and-
opened one?
Who?
Rob's boy, Goon.
Really? I mean, when it came time to just pool the money together, everyone fucking got.
How
cool.
much?
might have
How
to
much
fund
did
it,
you
but-
need?
I mean, it's just
The
you
thing
just gotta
is
find
they
a
don't make
storefront.
money. That's
Yeah.
the reason I haven't done it
Right.
with him. Is I'm like, you don't make money on him.
No,
you
he just-
fucking hope to break even.
He doesn't even want to break.
There's
it.
one
He's
right down
willing
the
to
street from
pay
here.
to just have a place to
You got to
sit.
get some machines or something, maybe.
Well, but that's what yeah. I mean,
So Gronk's boy, Goon, just opened one in Providence.
oh really?
He hasn't named it yet. He's still trying to think of a name. I was like, oh, you should talk to Eddie from Barstool. It's his life dream.
Dude,
He probably has a bunch of names.
I would love to. There's so many on the Northwest Side where Danny and I are from, and it's just these Italian guys will just sit there and they'll just bullshit for hours.
There's
let's be
one
serious.
You
called
couldn't
the
get your
Lakeview
social
Men's
club done,
I
but
mean,
now we're doing
if we're
this
being
show.
honest, it's a VFW with an Italian flag on the
Correct.
on the
Yeah.
front.
Pretty much.
That's
It's got
what
a,
it is.
It's got a bocce court and you know what
Yeah.
I mean. It's beautiful.
Oh, then
Joe-
you got everything. You got bocce court.
Just want to say one thing, just to clarify. So this Amish chick, she wasn't Amish anymore. She had been out for 10 years, 15 years. She was on the show. She was kind of somewhat famous around my town. And I got to know her. She became a friend of mine. I went out with her one time. I've been out with her since. She's cool. I wouldn't say it was a date. It was we went out to dinner.
Did you buy her drinks?
I bought her dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
That's
it
a
was
date,
cool.
Jeff.
She's a really cool girl. But
Okay.
She wasn't Amish. She hadn't been Amish for years.
No.
But
Didn't you had a serious girlfriend for a while, didn't you?
yeah, up until recently. Yeah.
So is this run you're on? Is this kind of like a rebound thing? You're back.
No,
in the
this
game,
was
or-
a run post being gigantic. You know,
Oh,
Oh, well, good
5
for
years
you.
I was for 5 years I was out of
It's
control.
in his bag.
So I just gotta like.
You're making up for lost time.
Oh yeah.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Gotta live my life.
How much have you lost?
Well, I was 343 at my highest. Now I'm in between 210, 215.
Wow.
But I'm pretty short, which people know.
How tall are you?
5'8".
5'8".
A lot of people don't believe it, but I am. I can show you.
You think he's 5'8"?
On the license? That's what the
I
license
mean, even the
says?
one kid said you're a lot taller, and I thought,
Who said
you'd be
that?
short.
Lance?
The little kid who's
The kid looks like Hank over there.
Oh, Sean.
Oh, Sean.
yeah.
Kinda
Yeah.
does look like
Sean's from
The little
Barstool
kid.
Outdoors. The little kid.
Little kid.
Yeah.
Looks like,
See, I think Jeff is just abrasive without trying to be. Like,
Well,
No, when I say
listen,
kid-
Jeff, like,
Like-
let's call a spade a spade. You're pretty arrogant.
Yeah, I guess maybe too. But when I say
Yeah.
kid, like
I
he's
say
younger
kid
than
for
me.
everything,
Yeah,
too.
he's younger
Yeah,
than me.
yeah. Like, you could be seen as arrogant, right? I would say that's fair.
Yeah, I don't want to be put as that, but maybe sometimes.
I would say, sometimes I would say you're.
Well, I just say kid like anyone younger than me, and I know he's younger than me. So.
But yeah, I'm not. I don't think you were trying to be there, but I'm saying like abrasive, like it could come off as arrogant. at
Yeah,
times.
I've heard that before.
Like maybe that's what
it's gotten into me. It's got me into a lot of trouble on the internet. So
I mean,
yeah.
what? I think that's what happened with our boy.
Yeah.
This weekend.
I just get I get where he's saying with like loser. That could be contrived. as,
Contrived,
like,
yeah.
kind of a word.
Well, your situation at the Eagles game. I don't know if you want to talk about that, but that
Oh, with the kid.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that was
What
that was
happened?
for
What
nothing.
I
happened?
don't know
I
this story.
All right, so I've actually haven't talked about this at all.
Yeah, I don't think I.
And
know,
I'm
I
not
don't
giving.
know.
I'm not going to say names because I just don't want to continue. I didn't like. I'm not going to press charges on something I think. So I was at the Eagles game, the NFC title game, and I usually park in the neighborhood I used to live in, which is like 4 or 5 blocks from the stadium, because I don't want to deal with all that shit down there. So I walk up. Me and a friend of mine walking up to the street that I parked on, and I'm walking up the street, and I see 2 of my friends coming out of one of the kids' houses. And I saw one, I knew who it was, and the other kid I hadn't seen for like a year. Now, he knows what I do with like the mob content and stuff like that. His father and uncle are involved with that world. I'm not going to say what level, but they're pretty high up.
Mm-hmm.
And I had thought we were in good standing, and he hit me. He came at me and he just like screamed. Like
Just unprovoked.
oh,
just,
yeah, out of nowhere. I walked up like, what's up, bro? And he's like, and he went, boom.
Like a slap or a punch?
Yeah, like a slap.
Okay.
And it just kind of, I immediately couldn't believe it because last time I'd seen him, we were friends. I was cool with him. And I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Bigger than you?
A little bit.
Probably.
Yeah. And he was just like, I fucking told you about this. I don't want this going on. Who the fuck do you think you are? I said, first of all, I'm not some random dude. I said, you know I do this. I've been doing this. This is what I do. I've been doing it for a year or 2 now.
And you're not the only person on the internet.
Absolutely.
doing it.
And you know damn well that I do it. Like everybody knows I do it down there.
Yeah.
And yeah, he got really pissed off, and I don't know what happened.
Had
since
you
then.
said something about his family or something?
I have talked about them, but I haven't talked negatively. I don't
Okay.
talk negatively about active people.
Right.
I just talk about what's going on. And
Yeah,
they're-
you're pretty factual and
Yeah,
impartial
I don't-
and everything.
I
You
don't
really-
include my personal opinion
Yeah.
a lot of the time. You know, if you do something dumb, you become an informant. Like that's a whack choice to me. But I don't.
You
I'm
think
not-
that's dumb every time?
to be an informant? No, I think it's a case by case thing. You know, we were talking about the guy in Chicago, Frank Calabrese. You know, if your father he's trying to get you to do stuff and kill and stuff. You know, I guess I can understand certain situations, but
What's the deal with who's the guy that's like with the Atlanta rapper?
Young Thug.
Yeah,
Thug,
yeah. He's
YSL,
like
yeah.
super in trouble, right?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
because
everybody turned on him.
yeah.
Yeah. So like everyone ratted him out, right?
And he also is. I mean, if you look at like the indictment, I mean, he's pretty guilty. I mean, he was conducting hits on his phone and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean,
Really?
it's kind of
Alleged-
like the Aaron
alleged at this
Hernandez thing,
Yeah.
where somebody makes it out of that life and can't leave it behind him. Jeff and I got into it a little bit with Tico, a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah,
that's
she got
right.
super mad at me about
No,
that.
but I
remember
like.
that.
I think the thing that, and I stepped in because I saw where Jeff was coming from. Is it's like when you make it out of that, like you've done what so many people dream of doing. That do that to like live, and they depend on that to put food on their table and shit. Not by choice. when you're doing that by choice, it's just such a fucking.
Oh, it's like the Goodwill Hunting thing.
Like, what are you doing? That I think that was the Aaron Hernandez thing. Is
Yeah.
it was like it doesn't make any sense because.
And any true fan of those people, like those rappers and stuff, they shouldn't want them to do that. Like, you should be way the fuck far away from that.
Yeah.
I don't know why you keep committing crimes. And, it's hard to commit crimes nowadays. And
He had so much going
Yeah.
for him too. He
Yeah,
built a label. He built a legit label with artists under him. He was bringing up. He's in a position where he kind of didn't have to work again if he didn't want to. And he
I didn't know he was that big.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was that big. Dude, it's like impossible now. Fucking Ring doorbell cameras and shit.
Yeah,
There's shit everywhere.
I talked about that when we did the Idaho stuff,
Yeah,
yeah. Like, I think that kid, I don't know if we should get into this, but
yeah, we don't.
I would love to because I have a.
I just had one thing I
have a
wanted to
theory.
say about
I have a
it.
theory about it.
If
I'll
say,
We don't need
got-
Dante
Dante-
theories on the
I
first
just want to say one
episode.
thing.
we don't need Dante Crazy Brain getting us
if
canceled
this-
first episode.
If the only evidence they have is all they have, the kid will beat the rap. No shot he's found guilty.
But we don't know everything they have yet.
No, that's the thing. If there's
it's
more,
still-
then yeah.
All
But-
they have is the probable cause.
Yeah, but it's
affidavit
hard
at this
to
point.
kill someone.
But don't we think that he is one of these psychopaths that went to school pretty much to learn how to get away with murder? He not only studied how to commit this crime, but then he was like the fucking arsonist that shows up at the house that's on fire when the fire department's there asking, "Oh, you guys have any leads?" Like, he was around the fucking scene. He
I don't know if that's.
didn't-
Really,
I don't know if
I don't know
that's
if that
enough to
really happened
convict
though.
somebody.
yeah, but that's the thing. He may have did this, but it's their job to prove that he did this. And
Yeah.
you can't, from a cell tower, you cannot pinpoint where someone is to the point. It's a radius. Maybe he was there for a football game. Maybe he was there for something else. It's all circumstantial, all the evidence they have. There's no weapon. A sheath doesn't mean that it was committed. Maybe he was at the party 2 weeks ago and he dropped it. There's a lot of
Yeah,
circumstantial
there's
stuff.
just so much that needs to come out. We'll find out in June.
Yeah, it's going to be
June
a
is like-
fascinating trial, sure.
We'll find out in June.
everything he's done since he's been arrested just screams like he's gonna use the psycho defense.
Can't use it in Idaho.
Can't. Yeah, they
Can't.
don't have that.
They don't have it.
They don't
Really?
have that. Yeah, it's one of 3 states, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of 3 states where you can't use it.
I love that place.
So how about that new Barney, guys?
Nice.
You see that? People are going nuts. They got a new Barney.
Yeah, I saw
I
it
haven't
here.
seen this, but-
Yeah. So
Google it. They got a picture.
CGI.
Of,
It's like CGI.
I mean, I
Okay.
don't know, bro. It's not that like.
Kids love Barney, so
Yeah.
I
you
like
need
Barney.
one, I guess.
Dave, you all right?
Yeah.
You only thing in the Barney?
I punched a Barney in the face when I was 7.
Really?
My mom hired one. I have a sister who's 3 years younger, so it was like her 4th birthday or 5th birthday, something like that. I was 7 or 8. And like the thing was just like in my face, and I'm like, I fucking don't like the cartoon, and this thing wouldn't let me. It was trying to get me to like participate in the sing song shit, and I didn't want to do it, and I just snapped and I hit Barney in the face. I
Oh,
was-
I
Barney.
did that one time. Not to Barney though.
Look at we got articles we could pull up now. This is fucking advanced.
He's
bro.
giving fans.
this is why we
nightmares.
bring in Tech Guy Andrew.
Dude, that's why we got.
Yeah.
TGI.
Shout out to
That's
Tech
right.
Guy Andrew for getting us all set up.
Thank
here.
you, TGI.
Yeah, this
But
Basically
doesn't
have to
like
move
most
here.
like figure like these like creepy things like that? Don't they give a lot of kids nightmares? I feel like kids get scared by mascots, don't they?
That thing just looks like a purple Yoshi to me.
For
now.
sure.
Yeah.
dude.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's almost
But
like
I mean, look,
plagiarism.
what the original
Yeah.
Barney, those sunken eyes, like that guy's not scary.
I
at
think the
all.
new Barney's a lot more,
friendly.
friendly looking.
Yeah, kind
But
of is
like-
a purple Yoshi.
Yeah, he does. That's exactly what he looks like.
Yeah.
So
And then the old Barney show, they used to have like the kids were like in studio with Barney. So this is all just going to be CGI green screen shit.
Dude, Barney was fucking awesome.
Barney was huge.
Do you guys agree
never
that
liked
the
him.
creepiest like mascot or whatever, that Chucky the Cheese
The rat?
or
Oh.
whatever is like
It's a
the older
weasel,
one?
I think, right?
So I thought it was a rat.
Super.
Chuck E.
I thought it was a
Cheese.
weasel.
Cheese.
You know what Chuck E. Cheese stands
it's a
for?
mouse, guys. Mice, cheese.
Oh,
Yeah, fair,
That
yeah.
makes sense.
What does it stand for?
We
Charles Entertainment.
No
He's
way.
That's a nice little
Entertainment,
fun
yeah.
fact, Ed.
Really?
The scariest mascots
really.
the New Orleans Pelicans. Are
That's
they still the
true.
Pelicans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see Mincy rip its head off over the
Well,
weekend?
they
Yeah,
got the
that's right.
baby. That was great. That video was great.
Yeah.
Well, people were saying I opened the box to the operation that was as bad. I don't think it was as bad.
That guy actually did wrap that thing.
He wrapped it like an asshole.
Yeah, he did. To Ed's defense, he wrapped it like an asshole. And that tape you can't just rip it either.
Well, look at this.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
All right, what's up, fellas? We're back in the blender for the fourth time in the last
For people who are just
week.
listening,
Fellas win their
Vincey's
fourth
got
row,
the
all over
bobblehead.
the
I
Pels
mean, you've
for
probably
free
seen the
night.
video by now.
We're red hot. I'm red hot. Let's let it ride. Hell I've yeah. got Mardi Gras
Does he
bobblehead.
apologize to the kid though?
He does apologize. He does it. He gets caught in a blizzard of packing peanuts.
I feel like I'm not making any friends among our fan base here. But sorry, Bill.
Did every fan get that or just him?
Pretty cool. We got a little Mardi Gras
First
bobblehead.
1,000.
I love the idea that this guy probably paid big money to sit courtside for the Pelicans. And what does he get? He gets dusted by Ben Mintz.
Packy peanuts.
Yeah.
Now,
That guy's going to think.
Styrofoam is the worst.
I thought the baby was the mascot too, though. They got two mascots. They got like an
So
alternate.
that baby is for Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
That's
I knew
the Mardi
that.
Gras baby.
I knew that's in a cake.
I think the baby's only around like 2 weeks out of the year. for
That's
Mardi
it?
Gras. Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Remember, you know the baby's in that cake thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Megan
Well, that's going on
McMahon
right
sent
now,
us
isn't it?
one.
Mardi
Yeah.
Gras?
Yeah, around
like
this.
soon?
I think
Yeah.
2 weeks is. Yeah, I think
Fat
in 2 weeks.
Tuesday,
Yeah,
right?
It's almost pepper egg season.
pepper and egg
For
season,
you
yeah.
heathens.
The
Not for me.
I got a quick Barney thing. Barney
Need-
always
please.
reminds. So we had this kid when we were doing the blackout tour who started this account, Drunk Barney, and he would follow us around the Northeast and down to like Pennsylvania for all our shows, and he had a Barney costume that he would wear to all the shows. He came to all of them that we did, and would just tweet outrageous shit. This is before like Twitter really, really exploded. I think if he was still around today, he'd be pretty big. He'd be like one of these,
Like the fake Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
like before like Fat Jew was Fat Jew.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like one of those guys. He was fucking hysterical. But when I see Barney now, that's like immediately where my brain goes to.
To the fake Barney.
No, to Drunk Barney.
To drunk
The-
Barney. Oh,
d-
sorry.
The very first thing, and this is an exceptionally like a juvenile, childish behavior, but it's still funny. It still makes me laugh. The very first thing I downloaded on Napster, and it was Napster. The Napster hadn't got canceled yet from Sean. What's his name?
Fanning.
No.
No.
Sean.
Fanning.
He's right.
I don't think he's right. Whatever. It was Barney taking a dump. Have you ever heard that clip? It's on YouTube still. It's
Oh no.
No, I haven't.
you can play it. It's the fucking funniest thing ever, and it's just a minute long.
Yeah, he's right. Sean Fanning. Can you pull that up?
He was Timberlake in.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
He's got a different name in the
Oh,
movie.
does
Yeah.
he? I didn't know they changed his name in the movie.
He's from Brockton. He's a Brockton mass guy.
Bro,
Are you
I,
guys
did,
pulling
I
that
missed
up?
the Napster era completely.
Oh,
Really?
That
That's
was a
how
great,
young you are?
download
it was the best.
Yeah,
Honestly, the best.
I got
LimeWire
in
was
on
good, too.
I got in on Kazaa.
Yeah,
Cause
you had to because every
Same thing.
Yeah, same exact shit. Right?
I had LimeWire, FrostWire, Kazaa. I had all of them.
Well, I'll say this: kids today don't know the long scheduling you had to do.
Oh, yeah.
To download like a My Friend's Hot Mom,
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
or like a
We were talking about this the other day.
like
Yep.
an old like Emma Starr video.
You'd have timed that perfectly right before you went to school and you got back.
Well,
and
you want to hear a
just
story
hope it
about
was
this?
done.
So you know what I used to do?
I was talking to Sean Parker.
Like, yeah. When I was like,
That's Facebook. Sean Fanning is Napster.
I thought they're the same person.
No, they're not.
No, they're different.
Fanning, Brockton,
But they're both
Skinhead.
listed.
I was talking about Sean
We got two
Parker.
Seans. One.
Yeah. I think they both did it. Sean Parker and
Yeah,
Sean
I think
Fanning,
there's
two.
This
co-founders.
is the guy that went down though.
Yeah.
He went
Okay.
down hard for fucking Napster.
Okay.
All right.
well, you know what I used to when I was like 12 or 13. Back in the day, I lived far away from my school, so I get the bus super early, and I would wake up at like 5:40 in the morning because
shit.
no, there's a reason. I would go down in like the living room, and on Cinemax, like at like 5:40, 5:50 in the morning, they would play those like goofy like softcore,
Yeah.
like carnal
Skinamax.
desires.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat house, bro.
Yeah, but no, Real
No.
Sex was
Emmanuel.
It was like those
Red Shoe Diaries.
those like dopey like softcore things,
Yeah.
and then Real Sex came out, and was like real sex.
Yeah.
Dude, real sex was not real
Yeah,
sex.
it wasn't.
gross.
It was gross.
like-
It was like hippie commune.
Oh no,
Chicks with huge
no, you know what it
bushes.
was?
Yeah.
It was
Fuck
Cat
that
House. That was the
That's
one.
Cat House. was
Cat
the time.
Houses.
They would show like 30 seconds of like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Dennis
action.
Hoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you would get to the
Air
point
Force
where you're
Amy.
downloading porn, and it would take 2 days.
And you'd let it stream throughout download throughout the day while you're at school, and you
Yes.
had something to look forward to.
Yes.
Yeah, we all had to do that, and your parents would wonder why in the fuck is our computer broken again. That's why mom and dad.
5:40 in the morning is.
But I didn't have to wake up.
That is super horned up.
I mean, I had to
You
wake
mu-
up at
you're-
6 a.m.
you're
I am
first
sleeping.
period-
I am as
Well, that was
fucking
the only time I
horny
could
as
do
I
it.
am. I am sleeping.
My
in.
father would leave at like 5:30, and my mother was upstairs still asleep. My brother and sister were asleep too.
You had a window.
So I'd go down and had the TV at like an 11. It was loud enough to be close enough.
Yeah, because you want the dialogue.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And you would never see anything. You would see like they didn't even show. All you see was like tits. A lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's enough, though.
That's all you needed.
Well,
Yeah.
that was like, dude, remember the black box? Did you guys have that?
No,
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Those were-
I did.
That
Those
was
were
eventually I got
those
one.
were like urban legends to me.
that was huge in Chicago.
They were actually real.
huge in Chicago.
They were actually real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were real.
Dan, did you have a black box? No. You got all the fucking
Like the Playboy channel and all that shit.
You had all the WWF pay-per-views. You had all
But
the
how
movies.
did that even?
want one
How
right
is that
now?
even possible though?
I don't know if you could get one anymore. What?
oh,
I
it's
don't
very
want one right
possible.
now. I don't.
You can
My
get
dad
them,
has
though.
one.
Really?
I swear, it's not called a black box. He paid.
But it's not the same.
It was like
now.
$500. He got it from some guy up in Rockford, and I could pop on like Comcast Seattle Sports right now.
Wow.
At
There's
my
a
dad's house.
speaking of the devil. There's a guy in the Philly area. He's a big social media YouTube guy. He got arrested by the feds like 2 years ago. He was one of the main people that created one of those platforms where you get every channel. And
Yeah.
everything. And he was sued by the federal government for copyright infringement and taxes and all that shit.
I think OJ got popped for that.
Really?
I believe so. I want to say
Amongst other things.
Yeah.
Well, he also stole
Allegedly.
some memorabilia.
yeah.
that's
He
right.
did that too.
That was hilarious. How do you have a fucking literal get out of jail free card, and you go
He
and
still
like,
messed it up.
how do you mess that up?
I don't know. But the black box was great.
I tell you how. You literally get away with murder. You think you're invincible.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's
you probably do.
It was great, dude.
If you fucking kill 2 people and don't go to jail, like you're gonna be like bulletproof.
So you were watching a lot of porn on that.
I mean, really, the best part was the WWF pay-per-views. You know, like that was. I mean, these guys. I tell you, were you guys WWF guys?
Big time.
No.
No.
I wish I was.
time.
People who weren't into like the Attitude Era.
Once
like,
a
I
month.
missed out.
Yeah.
Once a month, Saturday night, $50. It was huge, and they were all awesome. SummerSlam.
Awesome. Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they were
Fucking
all awesome.
Judgment Day.
Yeah, they were great.
You name it. It was the best part of Sundays.
And they were great
Once a month.
parties too. Like you'd have all the boys over.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to look down.
I
on
did
people
too.
For that.
I
Dude,
did
it was
too.
so
And now it now that I miss like all the references, I'm like, fuck, I
It
should have
sucks
been
now.
less uptight.
Now it's like a shell of
I
itself.
heard it's
It was,
make.
I don't know. It
I
was
heard
fucking
after
awesome
McMahon
back
left
then.
that they started rebounding and doing well again.
He's
What's the other
back.
one? AEW.
AEW, yeah, that's big up and coming for sure. Well, I shouldn't even say that. It's pretty fucking big already, and it's doing very well. It's already like a legit competitor to WWE. But
I want to say one thing about this town, Chicago.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, your first time.
Yeah, it's so clean.
It's the best.
Like, and just like getting places is super
And
easy.
you're
like,
and listen, you're seeing it at its absolute worst.
There's
it's been in,
nothing
like,
going
20
on right
years.
now.
Like
That is
I've
true.
been here almost 20 years. This is the worst it's been.
I will say the downtown part, like where I'm at,
It's
thing,
still better than most
like
cities.
yeah. I walked to that tavern, that Billy Goat Tavern.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. It was like I couldn't.
You
there
know
was
that's
no
the
one out.
OG one, right?
Yeah.
You went to?
I saw it on YouTube. That's why.
I'm impressed you went there.
yeah, I walked under that L thing. I thought it was cool. It was
Yeah.
like a little back.
Yeah,
area.
but seeing where that is, isn't that incredible that they've been in business as long
Yes.
as they have?
you walk in there and it's like the 60s. And
Oh, but I mean,
Yeah.
you go
But yeah, it's
down
like
those
ducky.
stairs off Michigan Ave, you're risking your life.
yeah, that's
like-
how it seemed.
Yeah.
I actually didn't go down the stairs. I walked up the street.
Oh, you walked
From
down
the other way?
Illinois. I think it's on
Yeah, because
Illinois.
I walked through like it must have been like some very nice like seafood place or something.
Joe Stone Crab is
Yeah,
over
there was
there.
a bunch of people, big Range Rovers out front.
Yeah,
I don't know who it was.
Joe Stone Crab. It's really
I walk up and then, but yeah, I loved it. But the town, like I saw these nice, the Hugo Boss, these different stores, and it didn't look like anyone was there.
Chicago, man.
Yeah,
There's a Monday night too.
Yeah, true.
You know,
they're
people
gutting
and
what should be a
it's
great city.
I mean, we're talking the dog days of winter,
And the
it's not
Bull-
that cold, but it's February.
Like,
It's
are the Bulls,
mid-February.
like people go to those games?
The
or no?
Bulls?
Bulls,
The Bulls,
yeah.
Bulls
Every
games
game.
draw
They're
well,
good.
and
Yeah,
we're,
they're
and
good
we're-
now.
and we're
Because
not
there was a
very
game
good.
last night, I guess.
Yeah.
Every year they're top 3, top 4.
They got a
Yeah.
big stadium.
Yeah.
Because
But
like
they
they're
still-
filling it. Yeah,
they still get people
Even
there.
the Hawks. I went to the game on Friday. They got 19,000 for that team.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah. And
That's
we're dog
really
shit.
impressive.
Dog
When are you
shit.
here till?
Tomorrow.
Oh, you should stay till like Friday or Saturday.
Well, I was telling them I had an idea, but then I shot it down quickly. I was gonna drive home.
Do it.
I've
I've done it
drive.
You just
before.
got to
many
drive
times,
through
it's not
that
bad.
fucking disaster.
Yeah, I don't.
That'd be terrible.
That's a good point. And I was
What?
telling,
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't
Can't
think
do
about
that.
I
Oh,
didn't
you
think
want
about
blood
that.
cancer? Yeah.
but I also
about
didn't
that.
know, like, when you rent a car, right? If you rent it one way, it's super expensive.
Yeah,
know,
you got to drive.
They try to
drive out
do
Yeah.
it for leaving it in a new location.
It was like
but
$800. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I got a guy. If you want to do it, I can
rental car
set
guy?
you up.
Well, see, the
Really
problem
cheap.
is, and why I have to go home is because I have a date Thursday and
And you're
Friday.
back.
Thursday, same girl?
2 different girls.
All right.
Oh, wow.
All right. What? Let me throw this out there.
Yes.
What if you meet a special lady tonight and
see-
she says, "I can't go out this week because I have work, but I can go out Friday. Will you stay?"
No. See, here's the problem.
He's not buying him drinks.
And
He's
here's the
staying
thing.
in Chicago.
I have a girl that I'm like, that I've been off and on with for a long time. We're either hot or cold, and like I care about her probably deep down. I probably shouldn't say that because that'll hurt my chances, maybe. But no, it's a cool city, but I don't like traveling too much. I'm ready to get on the plane and go back.
Dude, if you saw this place, if the weather that we have today, which is, I think it's like almost 60 degrees,
Yeah.
it's fucking insane how
I didn't
nice
even
it
wear a
is out.
jacket today.
If we have this weather on Friday, you will be mind blown at this, how this
That's
city
what they were
comes alive.
saying.
be
Like, and
busting
I
at the
saw like
seams.
that lake area. It looks cool.
It's awesome.
Bro, the restaurants and shit in River North, the Old Town, like where my spot is, like they will open the patios up, makeshift, bring furniture out. Places will be rocking Friday afternoon.
How far are you from the bar? Your spot.
5 minutes, 10 minutes?
I'm gonna go there and eat then.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Uproar. It's
Would
called.
love
right?
to take care of you.
You don't
yeah,
have to. I'll
absolutely.
pay. I don't mind.
Would love to take care of you.
He don't mind. He's got that rough and rowdy money.
Yep. How much you make for that?
100,000.
100
I was
grand.
just joking. I didn't. I wish you didn't.
I-
Say
You
that.
don't know if
That's
I'm
pretty
actually telling the
public.
truth. I
Good
could be.
for
No,
you,
that's
man.
been pretty.
I could be
publicized.
kidding.
No, you made 100K.
I'm kidding. I didn't.
You made 100K for sure.
wanna
Dave,
fight?
would you fight to do for 100K?
I'll fight. Yo,
I-
you want to fight?
I don't think they're giving out those bags anymore.
Why?
Jeff, you got the
I
last
think
bag.
I think that was the last one they gave out.
Fuck.
I believe so, to my knowledge at least. They're not doing
That's a
that
lot
anymore.
of fucking money.
Well,
Why?
I could
why
be
not
wrong.
though?
I think because
Well, you should hear what I asked for.
What'd you ask for?
350. I said to Portnoy. I said, that's what we were offered. Rico and I to fight each other.
Aim high.
Way back. It was what he offered me. So I said, let's do that. He goes, we can't do that. Come to a better number. I said, okay. Offer something. He offered me. I said, yeah, seems fair.
what'd you do with
Seems
it?
fair.
What did I do with
Yeah.
it? Nothing really. I mean, I just, I'm trying to prepare.
Nest egg?
Bitcoin.
Yeah. No,
No.
I actually
FTX.
didn't really do that much with it, to be honest.
Bought a
I
Biggie
mean, when you
poster.
really think about it, I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but it's not that much money. I mean, in the grand scheme, it's not going to set me up for life or nothing. So.
No.
Would
I bought a
get
new. I got a
60?
new car though. What?
60 afterwards or so.
After
Eh,
tax.
Taxes.
It was like around 70. Depend.
Yeah, little down payment on a nice place.
I
do
got a
that.
new car,
There you go.
and I'm going to buy a house soon. So
What'd you get?
BMW.
Nice,
Good for you.
I got a good deal on that car too. So
nice.
You got 4-wheel, not rear wheel, right?
yeah.
Those are awful in the winter. Those rear wheel.
Can't
good
drive
thing-
them here.
He's
good
got the
thing
hours
is,
to push them out.
We haven't had snow in where I live, and it doesn't seem like it's snowed in years.
Wow, you're lucky.
It's super weird.
Yeah.
If you, I have some investment opportunities. If you're interested, we can talk after the show.
Okay. Well, you seem like you know everybody, so
He does.
I'm glad it didn't come here when it was super wintry. It's
Well, you
probably
got
a good
lucky.
time
Yeah,
to
It
you
do
could
got
have
it.
been
very
very
lucky.
wintry.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
this
Knock on
is-
wood. You know what's weird about this place? I thought about this today. I'm driving up here, and the bike path is slammed. People are out.
Oh yeah, going to 606 today. It'll be packed to the brim,
and I'm
shoulder
like,
to shoulder.
I'm like, man, are we through winter?
It's over.
It's only Valentine's Day.
No,
Bro,
we'll get that.
listen.
Dave, we'll get that last middle finger. Fuck you, son.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
time
like
out, though.
April,
Like
when
April.
after a couple
Dave's
70-degree days.
Dave's right.
But
We'll
here's
get like
the thing,
6
though.
inches just as a last fuck you.
It
from the
always
winter.
happens.
Here's
every
the thing,
year.
though. I had the realization yesterday or Sunday. We're at the home stretch.
Oh, definitely. We're
February
done with like
14th.
the 0-degree weather.
Like mid-Feb, and like we got St. Patrick's Day coming up. Like we are.
Some
there's
days,
light
or
at the end
some
of the
years
tunnel.
on St.
But
Patrick's
we
Day, it'll
will
be
get
75
dunked on
degrees.
it.
It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll-
it's not
we'll-
going to get warm for a while, but like.
But it won't hurt to be
yes,
outside.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right. All right then, boys. We could wrap it up. This was fun. Jeff, thanks for coming out for the first.
Yeah, it was fun.
show.
This was this would
Good.
be a good show, I think.
Yeah,
So.
you guys, the beef kind of settled down. We're gonna go to the bar tonight. We're gonna have a good time.
Well, I think it was all just confused for a while. We're good.
Yeah.
we're good.
All right, cool. So come on out, Barstool River North tonight. We'll be there around 7, 8 probably. And yeah, they're gonna be doing the taste off. The who knows what.
I got a
what
new
we're doing
outfit.
what. Oh, there we go.
What are you wearing?
Just track
Surprise. Oh,
Tracksuit. All right, let's go. Tracksuit. All right.
I think that's a dangerous game.
With the
It
tracksuit.
reminds me of like when we used to wear like the hockey warm ups and they had like the fabric pants, and if like a girl was like you would be praying for that bell, like because you would be hard underneath your desk at school, and if you're like a little too excited at the bar and you're wearing a
Bro, look who you're talking to.
I've
He
thought
doesn't
about
get
that
excited?
though, like
Casanova.
because some of the time I wear white, and that'd be rough.
yeah.
I love tracksuits though. That's my thing. That's what I buy.
There you go.
That's my guilty pleasure.
What's your go-to brand?
Taquini.
Oh, yeah, I'd never even heard of that in my life. What
the
is
best,
that?
The best.
What is it?
Big Cat started wearing them. I think he got it from me.
Oh, Big Cat's copying your style.
Yeah, he's been wearing a lot of Taquini. Him
Oh,
and Hank have been
shit.
watching a lot of it.
No shit.
It's an Italian. They're the
Damn.
best. They got a lot of the windbreaker type
How the
ones.
fuck have I never heard of this?
It's an old. See, the thing is, it was big back in like the 80s and 90s, and it just came back. And they have the windbreaker type tracks, which I like.
I can't even Google this.
Taquini, you don't know how to spell it.
TACCHINI.
All
No
right,
free
then.
ads.
All right.
Thank you, Jeff, for coming out. Come on
Thank
out,
you.
Barstool River North. It's open to anybody, and if you're a woman, you could win a 2 raffle items. To be honest with you, so come on out. Thanks everybody for watching. This will be available in podcast form. Just check out the mid show, Spotify, Apple, everything, and we'll be live again next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central, and same kind of feel with some Chicago sports in the end on Thursday. So go check that out. And yeah, thanks for watching one more time.
Oh, yeah, these are sick.
Yeah, they're the best, right? I love them. I think everyone can find something they like. They got some wacky colors.
No, they sell them at Nordstrom? What the fuck?
They're pretty expensive.
These are really nice.